Now I'm going to show you guys just really quickly some tools that I use to do this fulfillment aspect of it. So some two ways to use drop shipping to make it easier, and then I'm going to show you a tool that I use for my actual shipping that I do myself. I know some of you guys are asking about finding vendors. I'll touch that real quick. Finding vendors. There's vendor options in the United States. There's vendor options all over the world. I always stick with the ones. Well, 99% of the time, I stick with vendors, whether it be drop shipped or products I ship myself. I stick to vendors overseas simply because I get it cheaper. Right now, I'm really just trying to make as much money as possible. You know, I'm trying to really grow this and really build a substantial business, and to do that, I need the capital. I don't have a whole lot of money myself. I never did, so I really got to put all the money back into the business, and so I want to make as much money as I can, as fast as I can, saving as many places as I can. So I do everything overseas. The problem with United States vendors, a lot of you guys are always asking about this, finding vendors in the United States, and I always tell you guys, and most people don't listen to me. I'm going to stress this for you. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend you finding vendors in the United States that can drop ship for you, simply because you're going to pay a lot more. Vendors in the United States are going to charge you, most of them are going to charge you a fee for drop shipping, which is absolutely crazy. It's like they should give you wholesale costs, but they're not going to. They're actually going to charge you a fee for drop shipping because you somehow made it more difficult for them. Then they're going to, or if they lower the price, they might lower the price slightly, but then they're going to charge you some crazy shipping fee, which really doesn't help you any. It's going to really make the prices crazy for you, and that's mostly the U.S. vendors. I don't find any of that with the overseas vendors, but 99% of the U.S. vendors that I find for drop shipping, all the big name ones that you're going to look at and people are going to recommend it. If you Google drop shipping, you're going to come up with all these names. They're going to charge you fees, and so just leave all that alone. Stick with overseas because you can make the most amount of money and it really not have a whole lot of hassle. Unless you're dealing with large numbers, then it might get complicated. But I'm going to show you guys some tools that I use to make that a little bit easy. So let me go back over to my Shopify store. Let's go over here to the shipping tab. So actually, I'm going to go back to when you're in your main dashboard in your Shopify store, you're going to hit settings, and then actually, I think it's the checkout one. Shipping. It is shipping, and what I'm looking for is shipping because this is part of your fulfillment. So for drop shipping, there's a couple tools that you could use. Actually, okay, cool, it does give me here. I didn't know if it was going to give to me in my demo. These are fulfillment and drop shipping services. These are add-ons that you could add. You could actually have your products over on Amazon, and then when people buy from your Shopify store, it's automatically fulfilled on Amazon and sent from Amazon. So you could put your items over on your Amazon store, have them over in your Amazon. If you guys are already doing Amazon, those are the people I'm really talking to right now. If you're already doing Amazon, you could drop ship from your current Amazon stores by connecting it with Shopify, sell on Shopify, and then have it fulfilled over on Amazon very, very easily. Other options you could do is you could have emails sent directly to your drop shippers, and so when you could activate this, and then when certain products are ordered, it'll notify your drop shipper, and then then you could deal with the payment situation, maybe whatever payment arrangement you guys have previously set up. So where it's kind of automated for you. You don't really have to do anything for the drop ship items. It's very, very simple by using these fulfillment and drop shipping add-ons or function of Shopify. But there is actually a tool that I do use that I really find very, very helpful for fulfilling, and it's an app. So you come over here to the apps, visit App Store, and the tool that I am speaking of is Exporter. Actually without the E, so it's Exporter, and this is it, Exporter by eShopAdmin. This tool right here, I'm not going to give you a rundown on it, but it is, if you're going to be doing drop shipping, I believe this is an essential. If you're going to be having people drop ship your products, because what you're going to need to do when you're dealing with large numbers is you're going to have to export a sheet and you're going to send your drop shipper a CSV file of the shipping information for your customers. It's very tedious work. It's it takes a lot of time if you're going to build that out yourself and start, one by one, take your customer information and put it into a CSV. That's how I used to have to do it, and it was a headache. Or I used to have to do it exporting with the native Shopify functionality for reports. I would do it, but there was still a little bit of work to it. Exporter is a perfect app. You set this app up, and you could actually set it up for individual products, and that product just export the, at the end of the night, you could just hit the export button, and then you have your file ready to send over to your drop shipper. So it's a must-have. It saves you tons and tons of work, saves you hours and hours if you're dealing with large numbers of orders. If you're dealing with 25, 50, 100 of orders a day, or even in a week, it takes time to do it, and it still save you time. So I recommend using this app if you're going to be doing drop shipping. I'm not going to go through it with you, but you set it up to export certain products, and you click the export button, and it throws a CSV file of all the information that you set it up to do. And for what I'm recommending is it's going to be all your customer information so that you can send it to your drop shipper. Makes it very, very simple. So that's one app that you're going to use for drop shipping. Then I showed you the native functionality with Shopify that you can do there.